Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? All you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's good to people? Woo, what's good to people today? But they have another day we call Friday. Anyway, that being said, what's good to people? Oh, I swear the days will go by faster and faster and faster, and it's like it's already Friday again. I feel like I just made this video and it's Friday again. Anyway, that being said, I know you're like saying, Raven, why you got that coat on? Anyway, Barbara Christina's not passed on yet, so we still keep her in your prayers and stuff like that. You know, even though the internet is saying that she's already gone, she's not. However, thank God for that. Anyway, that being said, you know, so many people want her to just go ahead and die. It's so funny how the world we live in, we are so disconcerted when it comes to other people's lives, and we just want things to just move on. We don't care. Anyway, that being said, speaking of death, it brought me back to a lot of things that I had to I had to go back and revisit within my life and stuff like that. You know, do you see this coat right here? I had a friend, his name was, which I'm going to go with his name was BYSHERI, that was his name. You know, he was a designer that works in New York City and stuff like that. And, you know, we used to have these little arguments and stuff like that because he always used to like me and stuff like that. This is before. And he used to like me. He always wanted me to, he used to always want me to come to New York and stuff like that, but I used to come over, you know, visit him, hang out, stuff like that and stuff like that. But, you know, he was a cool person, but kind of weird, you know. But he was a cool person, you know, Raven like the weirdos. But anyway, that being said, every morning, because I had to go to work around, I had to be to work like around 8 o'clock in the morning. No, I had to be to work, I had to get up around 8 o'clock to be to work at 10 o'clock. And he has to be to work by, I think, 8 o'clock in the morning. So when you're a person who has to be about that at work at 10 and you have to get up around 8 or 9, if the kids may be, well, basically probably around 8 o'clock for me, he used to call me up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I would tell him, I said, you know what, BYSHERI, you got to stop calling me up this time in the morning. And every time I would tell him, I said, you know, this pisses me off because if you wake me up, I can't go back to sleep. Oh, he thought it was so funny. So every morning, he called me, and I told him, I said, you know, you got to stop calling me. And then Mr. the back of the coat. So I was like, you know, you got to stop calling me. You know, you're getting on my nerves. So we started arguing. So you ever have a friend like that, you know, even though you tell them not to call, they call anyway and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know, you got to stop calling me. So he was like, oh, well, I just called to see how you was doing. I said, I know, but I tell you just all the time, stop fucking calling my phone. So we got to a point, you know, I didn't take my phone at this time. I didn't take my phone, you know, off the hook and stuff like that because I do have people I do talk to, and, you know, it was that type of thing. But he would always call me anyway every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I got so pissed off. So I went to go visit him in New York City. I was like, yo, why don't you stop calling my house, you know? So, early, you know, sometimes people think it's so funny when they piss you off, so you like arguing with them and they going, oh, I used to get so upset with him, but he was a cool guy, you know, he was pro me, you know, so I was pro him, and, you know, we had decided we was going to go into music, because, you know, I don't know if you know this, but I used to sing a lot of places. That's another story, a bigger story. I can tell you some mean, I can tell you some really mean stories about someone who is of higher level, which I cannot give out names in this one, this is like, and I wouldn't sleep with the guy. So he got mad at me and had me settle with an interview in New York City with this big person. They set me down and they played a little mind game on me. By me being young and gullible, I'm drifted off my story. Anyway, but by me being young and gullible and stuff like that, you know, not really knowing about the music industry and stuff like that, you know, I went up there and I was saying, oh, no, no, no. Every time I would start, he would stop. No, 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 no. No, you need to take it. No, no, no. Remind you, I was going all over New Jersey and a couple of days in New York, and I was winning everywhere. When I got in front of him, he was like, oh, no, 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 sing it this way. So now I would start singing, oh, no, no, sing it this way. You understand what I'm saying? Anytime I would start, he would just stop me, stop me. So I said, oh, well, it's not going to work. Goodbye. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, this guy's on a higher level. So I'm so dumb because I'm not thinking that, you know, it's a setup and stuff like that, but just being mean to me. I'm thinking that I have respect for this person on a high level, so they wouldn't do that to me. But a friend will help out a friend when it comes to hurting someone they want to fuck. And the person don't want to fuck with it because I was like, I don't want to get there like that. But, you know, and needless to say and stuff like that, they played a mind game on me, and you know, I give myself the 3-day rule. Back then I didn't, because I cried. I mean, I cried and I cried. Anyway, I'm all the way up the story. Anyway, so I told BYSHERI about that same story, stuff like that. And, you know, he was like, well, you know what? We're gonna go to the music school. We're gonna do our music. So I went and got the music applications. We filled the paperwork out. Went to New York. I was like, yo, listen, because he was designing in New York, because he made this coat and stuff. I guess I'm not really showing it to you, but it's been a minute. But so he was like, here, boy, I made you this coat. I was like, wow, you know, he's really is a designer. But anyway, because you know, a lot of times people say they are something and they're not. But so anyway, we supposed to meet up that night. I went up there on Wednesday, and on Thursday I called him. He didn't answer his phone. So Friday I called him, and his brother picked up the phone. Said, hey, what's going on? I said, hey, what's up? So he was like, do you know my brother? I was like, yeah, where's he? I put him on the phone because I could talk to him. He was like, my brother's dead. So I was like, what do you mean he's dead? And he was like, my brother's dead. Somebody came into the house and they killed him. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm saying to myself, you know, knowing him, because he was, you know, he wasn't really out there like that. He was kind of low key, you know, like a DL, but you know, real silly. He was like, if I could think of a personality that was like, he was kind of like a Will Smith or a Martin Lawrence, you know, a jokey joke type of person. He wasn't the kind of person who was out there, you know, oh girl, da, da, da. He was none of that. He was just a, you know, fun. There are certain type of people. There are comedian type of people who play a lot. And sometimes people take our jokes mean, and you know, we're not being mean, we just think things are funny, which is not really funny to everybody, but to us it's funny. Anyway, that being said, but he wasn't a mean-spirited person, you know, at this time. This is before I was the way I am now, so I wasn't as jaded as I am now. I'm still, you know, young and gullible, and, you know, walking through life with, you know, thinking everybody just wants things in life, and people are just so beautiful, and life is so beautiful before they came. Anyway, so, I know I didn't know, you know, I don't know exactly how it plays out, but you know, in my mind, I'm thinking in my head, he met some guy, because I knew he was, you know, he was definitely gay, so he met some guy, brought him home. I don't know how it played out, but in my mind, he met a guy, or some guy he was talking to, and brought him home. And to me, is that, I don't know exactly how he ended up in the bathtub, but to me, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm thinking in my head. He met a guy, went home. He went home to wash it because he came all the way from New York to take a shower in the bath. And a guy came inside. You know, he was like, well, hey, because he was like a real friendly kind of person. So he was probably like, hey, wait a minute, I'm just getting a shower. Let me just wash up, and I'll come out, you know, real quick. Now, in the way we live in nowadays, you can't do that. I wouldn't do it. But and the guy must have came into the bathroom while I was in it and started stabbing him and trying to get all the money. So as he was stabbing him and stuff, I'm assuming in my head, because they said the blood was in the bathroom. So BYSHERI kept trying to grab the knife from it. Every time he grabbed the knife would just slice his hand, slice it. And the reason why I know this, because at the funeral, I lifted the thing up to see if he fought back, you know, and I realized he did fight back and stuff like that, you know. Of course, I didn't handle it well. I freaked out. People was like screaming. They thought me and him were together, but it wasn't, you know, we was just really that close. You know, and the thing about it was that, it bothered me so bad because I didn't understand, like, how could this happen to him? And, you know, downstairs in his building, you got to go through security to get in, and, you know, it's just a lot. You know, and the thing about it was that, it just didn't add up to me. It had to be somebody he knew to come upstairs, you know, for them to let him come in and to kill him and stuff like that. And, you know, and I'm sure the security guard knows exactly who should know, but you know, lots of people don't pay too much attention to certain things at this point in time. It's not as crazy as it was now as it is back then, you know, but I'm just thinking in my head, because I could be wrong, could be just as bad then as, you know. But the thing about it was, I don't want this video to run out, but the thing about it was, you have to be safe when you invite people to your house. You have to be safe when you inviting people who've seen you on the street, because you have to understand, they've never seen you before. You've never seen them before, but they've seen you. You never know who is watching you. And the thing about it was that I was just so shocked. You know, and the thing about it was that, you know, I took it really bad, and, you know, I couldn't deal with it. And this is my message to you for this Saturday. It's just to be careful. You know, I know you're going to meet people that you're going to like, and I don't want you to live your life for me, because, you know, I'm a jaded, bitter bitch, and I don't trust nobody. But I'd rather for me to put this in your ear for you to live and come back and we can talk about it again, for me to sit back and do a video about you that's been passed on. And this goes for me as well, because I'm not exempt. I'm not perfect, but I just want to do a roll call, and my people are still among me, you know. I know we all want love and stuff like that, but I do want you to be careful. And the reason why I made this video is because I want people, you know, God, or anybody that's out there, you know, who's like trying to get into the music industry or trying to, you know, break into the business and stuff like that, to be much more aware of the people that you go to that's supposed to be helping you, because in that industry, for some reason, there's a lot of snakes inside of it, and the one that you trust, that you think that has your back, a lot of times they really don't have your back. Anyway, that being said, you know, and the reason why I know that they did that to me is because a female came and told me, and she said something else, but at that point I was just too broken, and lots of times people could try to break your dream, your spirit, and I just wanted to put that out there and stuff like that. And I have wanted to do this video in reference to BYSHERI for the longest time, you know, rest in peace. You know, it's been over like 10 years now, so he's been passed on, but I just wanted to put it out there because I never know what anybody's going through, and everybody has their hopes and their dreams. And you need to be much more careful of people that you surround yourself around, and the ones who send you somewhere could be sending you somewhere of entrapment. And with my friend BYSHERI, you know, stuff like that. God bless the dead, and I'm sure he's walking back on the land again, because you already know I believe in reincarnation. But I just wanted to put that out there and stuff like that. And you know, he was a great designer and stuff like that. And you know, I still have his jacket after 10 years later. I still have it. Anyway, that being said, I want to say, have a safe weekend. I want to hear you all back tomorrow, because I'll be you already know. Anyway, I want to say hello, all new people, boom. I want to say old people, bam. And I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do you the best way you can. If nobody don't like it, then fuck them.